Morning, guys. Good morning. Getting my coffee ready. I'll be right with you. One minute, guys. Getting it together. I am here. Tommy Stigs has entered the building. Pour my coffee, boys and girls. All right, people chilling. I'm going to pour my coffee before I jump on, just in case the screen jumps. Hope everybody's having a great morning. You know, you don't want a long intro. As long as you're talking during it, I guess it's okay. But long intros, man, I think they turn people off, you know? It's just a thought and opinion and observation. But I'm also somebody that has ADD, so I could be wrong. But I think that the introductions, you know, I don't know if they should be so long. I don't have an introductory video. I go live and I start chatting, talking. Hopefully this isn't too loud. All right. We're gonna get into a little mob talk. Nothing long. We're not staying on long. Trying to keep it down to about 30 minutes. All right, so here we go. We are live. Let me fix the camera. We're not jumping, I don't think. We're jumping. Getting my regular glasses on. They're just a little softer, all right? So these are clear, and they're more for, you know, reading and shit like that. And they're a little more clear. Bop, bop, bop. And then I go with these because they soften everything up. Hopefully you like them. Let's talk a little bit. I had a serious problem last night. Full-blown panic last night, guys. Like really a serious situation. I didn't know what to do. Went to make my coffee and prepare for this morning, and the fucking screen is jumping again. Went to make my coffee last night, and down to the bottom. I was trying to make my scoops. I just made it. Serious emergency. I did have the half decaf, but wow, I made it. So tonight I gotta go buy coffee. That's some scary shit. I mean, how could I not have my coffee? That would be bananas, right? Okay. Number one, good morning. Let me give a shout out. A few shout outs here. Fly me to the moon. Laura, Bang Funk has entered the building. Patricia, Lisa, hello. Stephen Marinello has entered the building. Teresa is getting ready for work. Go ahead, do your thing, girl. Get to it. Chin up, chest out. Not literally, nail it. All right? That's about it. And I got the StreamYard people here. And I got a few. Yeah. I have pods. My first cup is Giuseppe. I didn't run out of pods. I have pods. My first cup is out of a pod because my percolator perks. I hit the pod as soon as I get up. That gives me coffee in a minute. And then the percolator is a cup. It's 7 minutes. It takes about 7 minutes. I use a percolator. But my first cup is always a pod. This is my third cup. My third cup. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Okay, where were we? Back to last night. Got a nice, you guys, you know I'm not in the mob genre. You know I'm not part of that shit. I know about it. I know of it. Lived it a little, but, I'm not in the mob genre. But I got a really nice shout out last night from RJ Rogers. He gave me a really good compliment. So RJ Rogers is pretty much the premier guy in the mob genre. The way he delivers, the stories he brings, the topics he talks about, He's really R.J. Rogers. It's called Black Handprint Mafia. If anybody could drop that, I don't know if I have any. I don't know if I have any captains in here. I don't know if I have any captains in here, but if R.J. Rogers' channel, if it's any way possible to drop in the link, Black Handprint Mafia, he really does a good show. He has a good show, and I'm not in the mob genre. Like I said, I talk about it. I could add some insight and give you some stories and shit like that, but I do go in some of the chats when they're on topic, and it is an interesting topic to me, obviously. So, RJ gave me a nice shout out last night. Like he spent the screen's jumping, guys. I'm sorry. How does the Cash App work? Go right into your phone, Stephen. Go right into your phone and hook up a Cash App account. That's it. You have a phone up, Steve, right? Just follow the directions. It takes 2 minutes. or guess what? YouTube your question. I found out everything on YouTube. Black Hand is good. He really has his shit together. He's a really nice guy. Now, what he did last night was so gentlemanly. He doesn't go by all the drama that's going on. He recognized every individual that had a positive impact on his success. He doesn't care about all the drama and the mob tube stuff. He's not involved in that, nor does he care about that. But he did appreciate every single and mentioned pretty much every person that got him to where he is. He is growing and growing and growing. So he put the drama aside because he's not involved in it, obviously. And respectfully mentioned every what do you call it? Okay, Stephen, I get it. I understand. It's just that you can YouTube it and it'll walk you right through it. So YouTube it on a computer or a tablet and then follow the steps on your phone. It literally takes 3 minutes. I don't know how to do. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, Giuseppe. I have no desire to be in Italy. That's how they treat us here. No. I don't even want to go to Italy. I was there one time. My grandparents were living there when I was a kid. I'm not. I'm happy to be in America. I have no desire to be in any other country. I have no desire to be in any other state than New Jersey, never mind the country. So yeah, we're Americans. The typical Italian in Italy will say, go back to America, whatever they say, or just not accept Americans. But when you have family there, you typically go to your family's house. So I have friends that have families there. They don't go to Italy. They go to their friend's house, just like they're going to their beach house. You know what I mean? He's respected. He stays in his lane. Bingo, Bong Funk. He does his shows, half hour, in, out, gone, right? All right, let's talk about the mob a little bit. What is the public's perception of wise guys and them as people? If you don't know the nuts and bolts, let's just say you know such and such down the street is a made guy. You know, what do you think of that person? Like, what is the perception? What is the perception? Because a lot of people have a different, I guess it's a skewed observation. The observation may not be on point. Then again, it might be. So is there criticism towards wise guys? Is there respect towards these guys? Is there, look at that Galvon? Does that come through your mind? People are attracted to it. Okay, what is so attracting about it? Now, let me just pause 1 minute and go back to The Godfather, because that movie was not like a mafia movie per se. You know what I mean? It's not a mafia movie. It is a familial. It's about family, the structure. That was a beautifully done movie. And it was done right. And do you know there was not one curse word in The Godfather? They didn't curse once in Godfather. Is that crazy or what? I gotta watch when I pour because the screen might jump. They didn't curse in The Godfather. There you go, Giuseppe. Exactly. I don't need, well, I don't need, most of us don't need acceptance. Yep. Yeah, if you need acceptance, you're insecure. We don't, I don't, you'll be welcomed in some ways. Some are nurturing. Others don't want you there, Yeah, I don't need acceptance from anybody. That's why I have no desire to go to any other country. I love it right here. Not one curse in The Godfather. This is correct. So the perception of these guys is, are they violent? Are they gentlemen? Are they killers? Do they just look like well-dressed gentlemen? And do regular American Italian guys look like wise guys? The way they dress, the way they are, the way they act. I don't know. You got all different views of these guys. And not one of them is right or wrong. Hold on, guys. All kinds of shit going on already. Okay, hold on a minute. What do you think of the person for me? If an older person and I got wiser, those people don't interest me anymore. Good, Giuseppe. It's very good, Giuseppe. Okay, look, my friends are disrupting me already, and that's not okay. Italian families are like clans. Well, I'm Austria anyway, very close, and there's always something going on. Yeah, the old timers from our neighborhood look like regularly dressed men. Yeah, yep, that's a good observation. And Patricia, a lot was going on. So you would see the guys in our neighborhoods outside the social clubs and wherever it might be, in a restaurant, in a diner, in a coffee shop, and just think, hey guys, good morning, and move along. What's going on from the inside out is brutal, brutal, brutal. Mainly Calabrians there. Is Goodfellas the movie? Is it like the real mafia? Laura, it's pretty close. Goodfellas is very, very close. Some exaggerations, but yeah, Goodfellas was very, very close to street life and the nuts and bolts of it. The Godfather came out in a time when it was actually like that. Although there was betrayers, there was more of a familial aspect to Cosa Nostra back then in the 70s when The Godfather came out. But Goodfellas came out at a time period of just about when it was ending that type of life. Yeah, I think Goodfellas is probably the most accurate in some ways. Culturally, Bronx Tale was on point, culturally. But every single one of them ended in a negative way. And for most guys, I gotta tell you, it does not end well. Although I will say this, for Jersey guys, a lot of our guys died at home, died with their shoes off. And when you say die with your shoes off, in that life, when someone says he died with his shoes off, that means he died at home in his bed. Basically not in his cell and not clipped with his shoes on. It's horrible. When a guy dies with his shoes on, oof, died in the streets. when a wise guy, no matter what their life was, dies comfortably in their bed, we say he died with his shoes off, which is a beautiful thing. So that scene when they was living by themselves in prison, that's kind of spiky. That's somewhat accurate. Somewhat accurate. In some respects. I gotta be careful what I say. So, to a certain extent, Spiky, yes. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. There's guys that are in Raybrook prison right now. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Now, if you go to the one in South Jersey, Fort Dix, I think it is. Yes, you're going to have more of what you saw, Spiky. Fort Dix, you will have more of what you see. County prison, typically you get some leeway because you're typically a local guy in a local prison with guys that have connections to local people. That's a county prison. So county jail and prison, you get some of that, but the conditions are horrendous in county prison. County jail is horrendous. But the wise guys are everywhere. They typically do look out for each other once inside. So on the street, they don't really commingle. They commingle, but they're not paisans. Once they get inside, all the families mix together. Most of these guys mix together. But kind of accurate, Spiky. Yes, that does go on. Not typically a bottle of wine, but you make it from the fruit. Oh my God. A lot of people don't know what goes on inside a prison. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is hysterical. Okay, I didn't want to get into prison talk, but you a lot of guys, we get the fruit. You get fruit. You get the screen's jumping. I'm sorry, guys. I hope the screen's not jumping. It only jumped for a minute. You make like a hoochie, I guess it's called, and you let the fruit ferment, and it really does work. Fruit turns into alcohol, but no, not really alcohol. You can get, there's more drugs than there is alcohol, unfortunately, in the penitentiaries. No bottles of wine. No, that's not typically happening. The guards were paid well. Hello, Irish Mob. How are you? The guards were paid well, but fruit, sugar, bingo. There you go. So that's what we got. I could talk about my experiences at another time, but right now we could kind of focus on what the perception is of a wise guy. Pounding that pink. Good to see you. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are well. Pounding that pink. Let me go back. Spiky, I don't know what you asked up there. I don't want to miss it. As you guys know, I respect my chat. I don't scream and yell. I don't get aggravated, and I do not criticize. So yes, Spiky, it's somewhat, you do get some favorable, treatment depending on where you are and who you're with. Now, it goes up and down. The treatment goes up and down. That's a brutal topic. But the wise guys, on the whole, in our neighborhoods, typically were looked at as gentlemen. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know how you guys view a pinky ring paisan when you see them out. Like if you're in a restaurant, can you tell that there's 6 wise guys at a table? I don't know. Can you tell that there's 6 Italian-American men having dinner together that look like that? That's possible too, because, heavy drugs got involved. Giuseppe, that's very, very accurate. Well, the mob today, let's change up from perception to reality. The mob today is nothing what it once was. It's not gone. And it's never going to go away. But it's never going to be what it once was. These guys would never, ever be able to walk in their neighborhoods after being a cooperator back in the day. Now, I'm talking 70s. Maybe 70s, maybe into the 80s you caught a beating. But these guys would get clipped. These guys would get clipped. These guys with these shows. They only do this today because they know there ain't a soul out there that's going to clip somebody for the cause. And if you are somebody that will clip somebody for the cause, you're fucking nuts. You're out of your fucking mind. To be loyal to this thing today, you must be nuts. And I'll be the first one to tell you. And I got friends that are made guys. I got friends that are associates. I got friends all over the place. And I think you got to be a jerk off to clip somebody for the cause. You can do your regular everyday activities and earn a living. You're going to get pinched, there's no doubt about it, but cooperators are not handled the way they once were. And that, because who's going to take fucking 25 years for the family? Nobody today. It's just not going to happen. So they're not going to clip a rat. Now, I will say this. If somebody's got a fucking terminal illness and they're on the street and they're part of their life, who knows? They go out with guns blazing and clip every cooperator that they can find. Who knows? Who knows? But you do get caught up in it. It becomes consuming. You don't even realize you're partaking in illegal activity day in and day out. So this morning when I got up and before I started work, I had my first sip of coffee and I said, what's the day like today if I was an associate or a soldier or a captain? What's my day like today? What are we going to do today? Anything positive? Absolutely not. It's going to be a fucking grind until I get right back into this bed tonight. It's going to be a grind. It's stacked against you. The odds are stacked. What was the restaurant next to Belleville Motel? That was Casa Palizzi. That was Frank Palizzi's joint. Those were Sicilians, Patricia. Those were the Sicilians. Casa Palizzi was kind of like our Copa. Casa Palizzi was like the Copacabana in Belleville, you know? Casa Palizzi. Honor? No honor these days. Bunk funk, no respect. Who's going to respect anybody today? Give him a fucking slap. Who's going to come and strong arm you? You tell a wise guy, get the fuck out of here. Where are you going? What are you going to do? That was a very nice place. There's no honor these days, Bunk Funk. I think it's over. I mean, there's a few guys that have respect. Okay, the thing that was removed and a good thing that was removed from it is murder. Because murder just brings craziness. So they're not clipping people, like I said. And who's going to clip somebody for the cause? In this greedy day and age, especially with the greed that you have today, it's just gone. Cosa Nostra, as it was known, does not exist anymore. And a good indication is that all these cooperators have a voice. You follow me? You can notice Italians hanging out. But are they wise guys? I can get together with 30 friends today. 30 friends. All look American Italian, dress well, decent individuals. None of them are connected. Well, connected. I can't say not connected. None of them are wise guys. And then I could go to another place and go at a table and be around 10 guys that are associated. You know. So they're around. Their life is not dead. Their life as it was known is dead. Dead. Mort. There's nothing left of what it once was. You got to be fucking bananas to get involved in that shit today. Yeah, Ralph, that was a beautiful time. That was when, but even that, Ralph, not many understood what was going on, man. It was bad things going on. Yes. Well, not all. Giuseppe, it's still very prominent. Giuseppe, it's still here. It's still very, very, very prominent. It's very dominant. It's just not what it once was, Because I'm thinking this morning, I'm like, well, if I go out and do a score with this guy, do I even trust this guy? Now, Jersey is a little different. Jersey Cosa Nostra is a little different. Now, you could call it farm, team, garden, league, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Jersey guys are much different. Much different. Much more loyal to each other than New York guys. Jersey guys are typically familial oriented. Remember, the 5 boroughs are huge. Typical cliques in Jersey are neighborhood kids from birth. In New York, you got a whole mix of people. It's the 8 million people in the city. You know what I mean? So you got a whole different mix of people in New York. I would much rather be associated with Jersey than New York. 100%. 100%. Although New York makes a lot of the decisions, the day-to-day crews in Jersey were much tighter. All these groups are neighborhood guys. They all grew up together, cousins. A lot of them were cousins, paisans from the same neighborhood. Silver Lake, Gambino guys. Down the valley, Lucchese guys. Over there, this group. Over there, that group. Passaic, Genovese guys. You got all different guys. I just think Jersey crews, and there was many, all mingled together. So like Ralph just said, the finish line right there, the finish line in Newark, it was typically Genovese, but everybody went in there. Everybody went in there. All families. Everybody was together. So the perception is, I really didn't get an idea of it from any of you guys about the perception. What is your perception of what Cosa Nostra is today? I like to get from the chat, what is your perception? So Q&A versus perception and opinion are two different things. We can do hours for Q&A, and I'm going to do that at night, just to pick our brains, get opinions. What do you think? What's your perception or opinion of these guys? Don't go by the mob drama, whatever you want to call it. Because most of those guys that do the mob genre, they do not really know the nuts and bolts. Some may, some don't. Now, being a street guy doesn't mean you understand Cosa Nostra. And just because you don't see people in the paper does not mean it's not happening right now. Because that just means they're very smart. You know what I mean? If they're not making the headlines, that doesn't mean it's dead. It means they're very smart. They're not getting pinched. The screen's jumping again. Stop jumping. All right. The screen jumps for a quick minute. I apologize, guys. I'm talking a little softly in here. But that was it. That was my quick 30 minutes of a little mob talk. My perception is my perception. I didn't give you my opinion. My perception is this. My opinion or my observation. Cosa Nostra is still alive. The common crimes, scores, situations, all of those things are still alive and doing well. Not on the level it once was. But my observation and my opinion that it is still alive. My second thought of it is, are they respected? They're not as respected as they once were. Because I will tell you the truth. I had a situation about 4 days ago, and I was aggravated with someone that's connected. And I kind of stressed my disdain, I guess you can say, towards the way this person was acting. Kept it respectful, but was not afraid to say, go fuck yourself if that's what it comes to. And I don't care who they are. Maid, guy, I don't give a fuck. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So that's the situation. What I'm saying right now is what it is today. What are you going to do? You're really going to fucking crack me? Come on, crack me. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think many people have fear of these guys anymore. I don't. They prove themselves to be almost pushovers in some respects. So, keeping it on the down low, Bella. Let me see Alan Blue. If Sammy is walking around to this day Gotti didn't have as many friends as people thought. Tells you what he was. Okay. Yes. It's kind of true. Yeah. He was great though, Alan. He was good in some ways and bad in some ways. You guys know I benefited greatly from Gotti. And dear friends of ours went away because of Sammy. It's just a twisted situation. Yeah. So it is what it is. So the opinion of today's Cosa Nostra is not what it once was, although it is alive. And just because, and it's not in the headlines, which means many of them are being smart, flying under the radar, just trying to grind out a living. But it's not good. So that's today's situation or observation of Cosa Nostra today. It's very basic. It's very simple. I could sum it up in a sentence. I was thinking that this morning, Giuseppe. I was thinking the same exact thing today. Why be associated with anybody, right? Just pull off fucking crimes on your own. Just make scores on your own. Why do you got to be with somebody? Because now you have a witness and you're married to that crime. You're married to that crime. You're married to that person that you pulled off a crime with. And if it's a body, forget about it. It's even worse. If you pull off a body with another guy, you're married to that person till the day you die. Because there's no statute of limitations on a body. Now, bookmaking or a score you pulled off 10 years ago, you're married to that person for that crime, but can it really, really hurt you? When bodies are involved, it's a whole different story. You're married to that person to your last breath because there is no statute of limitations on bodies. But you're not going to see any bodies anymore. You're not going to see any bodies anymore. Typically, they're not going to clip anybody, because if they were going to clip anybody and there was young guys out there looking to do it for the cause, they would have got to Sammy somehow, and they would have got to any of these cooperators that have these YouTube channels. They would have got to them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Irish mob. You're 100%. You're 100%. That's correct. That's a good observation right there. I agree. Tony Soprano, I think. He was incredible. He was our Michael Tessetta. I mean, we had those guys around, Giuseppe. We had those guys around. More so, yeah, he was more Richie the Boot, I would say. Maybe not Michael Tessetta. Maybe Richie the Boot. Yeah, you can't just blame Gotti. Gotti didn't. Okay, Gotti got caught on tape. Shit happens, right? Yeah. Karma, sure. Comes back around. Everything comes back around, Lisa. Positive way, negative way, sure, absolutely comes around. You gotta live right, man. You gotta live right. That world does not end well. Never does it end well. I don't recommend it. So my quick observation is it's still alive. It's still okay. They are around. They're flying under the radar. Not many are getting pinched right now. I just think they're being very cautious. It is in disarray, but there's always going to be a business. There's always going to be gambling. There's always going to be extortion. There's always going to be loan sharking. There's always going to be something. But really, guys, you can't even jaywalk today without being on camera. So can you really operate? The days of payphones and all of that, that's all gone. That's all gone. Now, I just spoke today about, my opinions, observations, and what I thought, and I loved getting a little feedback from you guys. We can do a Q&A, another show. I would love to answer questions. If you're interested in my opinion or my deeper opinion, observation, and experiences, we can go into all of that. We should do that on a night show, though, not on a morning show. We'll do a 6 o'clock show. I don't know what we want to call it. Mob chat, something like that. Mob chat, Q&A with Stigs. I don't know. If you value what I have to offer, we can do a show like that gladly. Sounds good? All right. I'll put it together. I'll get a few guys on, neighborhood guys, that are not involved in a life but have seen it. There's a lot of people willing to come on this show. I just don't have all that time. Tonight we're doing the wine thing. Yes, I'm going to do a promotion on that. We're doing it at Calandra's in Nutley. There's always money to be made here and there, and they will exploit it. You're right. You're right. So I will definitely do an episode Q&A, I guess. I don't know what we'll call it. But Patricia, yes, tonight we're at 6 o'clock. We'll be live. Not mob talk. We're doing wine tasting tonight. See, this channel is general. It's not a mob channel. I'm sorry, it's not a mob genre channel. It's not a mafia channel. I don't talk Cosa Nostra all the time. Maybe twice a week I'll jump on with a topic about it, but otherwise I keep it general. And I'm happy with this, the soldiers that I have. 770 people kind of enjoy this content. I get 25, 30 people sometimes having coffee with me, and that's cool. Gambling, that doesn't really affect it. Bella, it really doesn't. The legalized gambling didn't affect the bookmakers very much. Yeah, it gets, Patricia, it gets tired. I mean, mob talk. I mean, how often can you talk about that shit every day? It gets old, especially those of us that know it. You know what I mean? Mob talk gets old. I can't listen to it every day. That's why RJ does it great. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, breaks down a story, talks about a guy, and moves along. Perfect. He's got the perfect show. Legal gambling didn't really didn't affect that much, because remember this: you gotta have money on hand to bet legally. With a bookmaker, you don't. So you got credit on the street. So it's a little different. I'll do a whole show about this, guys. That's crazy. Oh my God. Good fellas, I don't shine shoes anymore. Kids, that's why. Yes, Giuseppe, very good. I know, Spiky. I mean, Yeah, so tonight we're going to do the wine, We don't have any specific genre here tonight. A few neighborhood guys, 4 neighborhood guys that I went to school with. 4 guys went in 4 different directions. We're all going to be together tonight. We're all going to be together tonight, tasting wine from Arizona. 4 guys from the neighborhood, 4 different directions in life, are going to be live on my channel tonight at 6 o'clock, tasting wine and having pizza in the neighborhood. And I'm going to try and do it live. So look for that 6 p.m. right here on this channel of mine tonight. I don't know, Anthony's not here today, but tonight that's what we're doing. So we should have a nice show. Luca's all right. I haven't seen Luca in a month because he's been down at the beach for a month. So maybe I'll see him. Maybe I'll get him this weekend. I miss my baby. I can't wait to see him. Luca, baby. He's doing better, though. He's doing better. Yeah, Patricia, 4 of us from the neighborhood. Should be nice. Should be fun. We'll have a good time. All right, guys. Anything else on the mob topic before I bang off? Was this enjoyable chat? Talk to me. Was this chat enjoyable? Screen's jumping. Hold on. Pause. That screen jumps for a minute. Let me back up. I don't know why that screen jumps. All right, you guys enjoyed this little bit? We spoke a little bit about it. Nothing in depth, just an observation. Oh, God. So I guess we enjoyed it. All right, that's good. This is what I want to do. A half hour, 40 minutes, chit chat, this, that, the other thing. Always, you guys know my email, TommyStigs@aim.com. It's in my About section. If you go into my About or what's it called? About or the community thing, you could see. Anybody can email me at any time. You guys do. I got a few of yours. But, I keep it small, keep it simple, nothing over the top. I'm not perfect at any one topic. I'll just give you a point of view, a perspective, an opinion, and hopefully the way I deliver makes it an enjoyable show. It's very, very simple. All right, Patricia, you do what you have to do. What happened yesterday? Did your husband have surgery? What's going on, Patricia? Real quick before you go. You were going to the doctor with your husband, or what was going on, Patricia? Give me a rundown real quick. Unless you left already. Sorry if you left. Shit. 6 o'clock. Fly me to the moon. 6 o'clock. I got to check with Anthony, but it looks like 6 o'clock will be live on my channel, and he'll be recording. And he'll be editing. But we're going to have a good time. I hope. If the weather holds out, we'll have a nice time. Patricia left the building. Shit. Oh, okay. Yes, he did. He's better than now. Till it heals. Okay. All righty. Just wanted to see. Check in. Yep. Come on. Subscribe. All right, I'm going to put myself off camera for a minute. I want to end with a song. And although I started with Godfather, I want to end with something else. All right? I want to end with a little Ralph Mochi, because that's what we do. Fly me to the moon, because Gerard is in the building. And if you don't like it, it's not a problem. You can just carry on and leave. Even with the, that's what we do. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Kept it basic, simple. Nothing crazy. Just wanted to talk a little about current Cosa Nostra stuff. You got it, Patricia. That's what we do here. Gerard, this is for you. Nice and light. Okay, hold on. I really got to take these calls here. Bookmaking is interesting. It's a great business. Oh wow, thank you, Lisa. That's a very good. That's a nice compliment. Wait. Very good morning to Joe Pesci too. Yep. Let us know, Tommy. I'm definitely in. Giuseppe, for which part? Bookmaking or Q&A? Which part, Giuseppe? Definitely in for what? Talk to me real quick. Bookmaking is interesting. I love it. Oh man, I could go into details about bookmaking. Not. I need to do it at night, hanging out, and I'll give you the morning to night of a bookmaker's life. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, what goes on in a bookie's day? Holy shit! You can't imagine what goes on. Bonnie Funk. Oh my god, it's hysterical. That's why I love this crew. I gotta get the best crew on the YouTubes. I swear to God. You guys are fucking hysterical. I can't. Oh my god. You guys are hysterical. I can't with you guys. Oh my god. I really have a good crew down here. Love. You. Okay, let me pause this real quick before I get into. All right, that was awesome. You guys are fucking hysterical. I really do have a good morning crew. All right, guys. Thank you for checking in this morning. It's 45 minutes. I'm going to try to keep these down at 30. I think it's better to do 30. So, all right, that's it. I'm banging out, guys. Ciao for now. Talk to you guys later. Thank you once again for being a part of this channel of mine.